I'm Wayne Moore with Castanet's #1 story of 2017. Floods are not uncommon in the Okanagan, but nothing could have prepared residents for what hit in the spring of 2017. Rivers, streams, creeks, and lakes all purged their banks during the worst flooding the area has seen in decades. Okanagan Lake reached historic but not record levels of 343.250 meters above sea level, surpassing levels in 1990 and 1999. The recorded record level of 343.280 meters above sea level was recorded in 1948. While city and property owners along the lake piled sandbags several meters high to keep the rising water at bay, some living along Mill and Mission Creek were digging out after floodwaters swept onto their property and into their homes. A number of factors contributed. Heavy rain in March and April, record late-season snowfalls, and warm temperatures that followed, bringing some of that snow down. Things culminated when an intense spring storm hit the valley May 4th and 5th, swelling creeks, flooding basements and streets. Several low-lying areas were evacuated as warm temperatures continued to bring more water down from higher elevations, putting a further strain on already high-rising creeks and streams and causing Okanagan Lake to rise to dangerously high levels. 2 million sandbags were filled and placed around the central Okanagan. Gabion dams and bladder dams were also deployed to keep the water away. Boaters were asked to slow down or curtail activities altogether out of respect to those living along Okanagan Lake, trying to keep the water at bay. Okanagan Lake finally crested the first week of June. It didn't get back to normal levels until the end of July. Sean Reimer, who controls water flow out of the Okanagan Lake from the dam in Penticton, became a lightning rod of criticism for allowing the lake to reach such heights to begin with. Reimer told Castanet News, based on information he had, his decision not to release water before the floods hit would not have changed. He said at the time the Okanagan appeared headed to drought conditions with low snowpacks in the early months of the year. He says there was nothing to suggest it was going to start raining in March and keep raining. And he said there was no indication along the way to suggest he would be dealing with the type of event that the Okanagan faced. A full review into the floods will be conducted. Okanagan communities spent millions to keep the floodwaters at bay and following the event to remove sandbags and repair damaged infrastructure. Kelowna taxpayers will be on the hook for about $3.3 million in flood recovery costs. For Castanet's Year in Review, I'm Wayne Moore.
Get Castanet's mobile app, available now on iTunes and Google Play.